What's up, everyone? This is James at Lock in the Value talking to you today about the wonderful world of crypto. So, my question for you, please write in the comments, what are the investments you went big on this month? So, the month of August, what were you hyped about? Because we're nearly 2 weeks in, I'm going to reflect on the top five I picked. But let's talk some news very quickly. Um, Markets had a pullback, not a huge one, but a pullback nonetheless. Um, Now, this isn't that big a deal, but I'm seeing a few people freaking out about it online. Um, Bear in mind, over the weekend, everything pumped to such a degree that this pullback isn't that big a deal. Like my portfolio gained about 3,500 in value, um, thanks to percentages increasing, and then it lost after this sort of pullback. It lost about 2,000, but I'm still means I'm up 1,500 off of the investments over the weekend just from that little bit. Now, and everyone's going to be in different positions, and it depends on your investment strategy. But if you're all in on one coin, not the most sensible way to do it. You need a diversified portfolio. But these pullbacks are not serious, and I don't, over the next bull run, there's going to be a day or two here or there where we see pullbacks of 10, 20, 30%. Very possible, right? As the run up to new all-time highs in probably everything happen. And fundamentally, why it's happened is Bitcoin's tied into the stock market. When the futures market happened, I hated it. I still not a fan of the futures market. I think it's too easy for people that are not experienced traders to get liquidated. It is a dangerous market to be involved in, especially with the leverages that are offered. But it's also a way to make very quick cash. But if you mess up, your money's gone. And the futures market, when it began, made Bitcoin's pattern of movement tie in very intrinsically with stuff like the S&P 500. So the S&P 500 had a dip yesterday, and we're going to see that as the S&P 500 and FTSE 100 to a lesser degree have bad days. We'll probably see that reflected in the cryptocurrency market. Certainly with Bitcoin, when Bitcoin drops, most other things drop. But the contrast to that is if we have a serious crash of the market, like 10% in a day drop, crazy sort of stuff, I think we're going to start seeing far more money come into cryptocurrency. I think like on a day like that, which will happen, we'll see Bitcoin gain significant value because companies more and more and more start to see it as a safe haven for their capital, and there's considering it a long-term store of value as an asset class. And MicroStrategy came out and did a huge bit of business. Like yesterday, the news came out, but they invested $250 million. Why is this not working? There we go. They invested $250 million into Bitcoin. And MicroStrategy CEO said it's recognized Bitcoin as a legitimate investment asset that can be superior to cash, and accordingly has made Bitcoin the principal holding in its treasury reserve. This is a stupidly big piece of news because this is the first investment of its kind where someone's gone in that hard. But so far, you've got to bear in mind this year we have seen Visa, MasterCard, JP Morgan, MicroStrategy open up to crypto. PayPal, PayPal's missed there. It's this is the domino effect, and we've seen it with banks as well. Banks more and more and more are starting to introduce crypto custody. So while we are linked to the S&P 500, when they're going to have worse days, I think crypto is going to start having better days. I think that we're going to start seeing a shift there. I hope. Anyway, right. you'll see some you'll see that I've got a live stream going of Theta TV, not like me doing a live stream. I'm watching someone's thing to earn T fuel. I just want to see the rate that you can earn sharing your bandwidth, and I'll let you guys know what that's like. But I'm not wowed so far, in spite of the fact that I do think Theta is a great investment. So we're 2 weeks into the market, in the month, sorry. I did a video at the start of August, and they were my top 5 cryptos for August. Ethereum is definitely not having a great time at the moment. It's dropped back down to just below 380. And I said I think I talked about it when it was at 390, saying I think it's going to go big. Neo, I spoke about. I spoke about Neo when it was at 1329. And Neo, I think, is a little over 1405. So Neo's still up on the month so far. But I do like Neo, and I think that's a good long-term hold. Aave, I'm happy with the call on that. I think that was always going to have a good day, like a good month. And if I can find it on the video. Yeah. Anyway, Aave. So Aave I talked about when it was at just shy of 32 cents. I think Aave's having a good day as well last time. Yeah. So Aave's up to 43. So it's up about 33% or so off of when I was speaking about it. And the last one, and one chain, I am super happy about because I did tell people I really have some faith in that project, and I think there's going to be gains to make. I got in at 13 cents, and when I was talking about one chain at the start of the month, it was at 26 cents. And if I check now, I think one chain is up to just shy of 40 last time I checked. So it's up over 50% so far in the first 2 weeks of the month. I can't spell. It's embarrassing. And apparently my computer's a donkey. So, okay. Yeah, don't know what's happening. Right. And then I talked about Siacoin, and Siacoin has dropped about 10% from when I was speaking about it, which is disappointing. So 3 out of the 5 going well. And I'm in profit on those that I spoke about. But the question at the start of the video was, what were you bullish on for this month? Because again, we're 12 days into the month. There's another 18 to go. I'm feeling like we're gonna see another rally before the end of the month. I don't know if we'll hit 400 billion. That's a big step, but yeah, one chain, very nice. But I really do think we're going to see another run, and we're going to break sort of 370 as a market cap. Once there's a little shift in the S&P 500, it starts going a bit more positive. We're going to see that reflected in Bitcoin, but that's going to get less and less and less over time. So what were your top 5, top 3 cryptos for the month of August? Let me know in the video. Check out the Udemy course, still up 3x on that project and set to blow up. And yeah, that's it from me today. Take care and stay safe. Have a good day, guys. Bye.